All right, I'd like to welcome everybody to tonight's junior high girls contest between the home Riverton Rams and the visiting New Heights Cougars. Lila Quaddy tipping here for the Cougars. I'll win the tip. So a quick drive all the way down to the basket, unable to secure it. Christian pulls up the rebound and gets the ball. Pushes up. Schumacher back to Quaddy. So it looks like we're playing the B game first here tonight. And save the A game for the second game. Usually we play the other way around. Christian over to Jensen. Jensen back up. Top to Schumacher. Lost ball. Picked up by number 40. Again, who had the tip opportunity, and she makes it true. That's Ackerson for the first points of the game. Ball brought up by Schumacher. Schumacher over to Quaddy to the wing. Looks for opportunity. Picks up her dribble. That's over to Christian. Comes off the screen. Looks for both passes. Ooh, just tipped again by Ackerson. Ackerson lost where she was and dribbles it. A shot off the backboard and goes out of bounds. So yeah, in Kansas, looks like this might be Riverton's 7th grade team against our B team here for New Heights. Pass over to Quaddy, dribbles in. Jensen on the baseline, picks dribble. Quaddy drives in, sees the defense, picks it up, passes it back out. Schumacher looks, back to Jensen. Jensen's at the top to Christian. Christian ball gets tipped by Ackerson. Ackerson drives in, awkward shot, unable to come with it. Oh, ball stolen back by Ackerson. Quaddy to get the rebound, pushing the ball up the court. Passes it over, Schumacher, back to Quaddy. Ball contested. Cougars really had a tough time with that high post position. Barron's dribbling the ball down, and Barron's able to tip it out of the way, so good speed to break up that fast break drive. Sorry, I did not get the clock going here. Get a little concentrated here. Have a clock set up. Oh, close call. Good shot there. Sorry, I'm learning how to work this rig here. All right, so the first time really kind of Riverton set up their defense, set up their offense. Quaddy almost with a steal. Runs through it. Rebound on the backside. Oh, slips there. Schumacher able to get it to Christian. Christian drumming the ball up. Ball's about to be stolen, and it's knocked out of her hands by Ackerson. It'll stay Cougars ball. So 3:22 on the game clock. Ball into Jensen. Just falls short. Rebound. Schumacher back out to Christian, she misses. And a rebound. And the Cougars drop back into defense. Fast break again, opportunity. Ackerson looks, shoots up. In the wing, Quaddy secures the rebound, starts pushing the ball up, contested. And we got a timeout. So Cougars unable to create much out of their offense because Riverton does such a good job at the high post, kind of shutting down that kind of screen and roll that the Cougars like to run. And then they turn that kind of defense into steals and a lot of drives. Cougars playing good defense, contesting, but the Rams have gotten several fast break opportunities and a couple good shot looks. Cougars unable to put any points up. Last night, B team played Riverton and saw a lot of scoring in that game as the B team was able to beat Liberals B team. So it'll be Cougars ball at a timeout. Schumacher drives the ball down. High screen by Jensen. Looks in, passes back to Quaddy. She tries to cut through, create some space. Step through, ball stolen by Stivers. Stivers bringing the ball up. Quaddy jumps the pass, and she's going to get a foul called on number 4, Ackerson. So good defensive pressure by Schumacher allows Quaddy to kind of jump that pass, and fast break opportunity broken up by the foul. A couple substitutions as Coley comes in and Holmes. So this is a B team then for Riverton, not just 7th grade team. Good drive by Marins, loses her, slips a little bit over to Christian. Christian drives, takes a really tough shot, no foul called. Quaddy with the opportunity off the glass, good shot, and we're going to get a jump ball here. And it'll stay Cougars ball. Now we've got a substitution here as Thomas comes in, as Christian grabs a breather. Man, I got to work on this clock management. 2:13 left in the game. Pass in, oh, no foul. Late foul called.
Good job, Eddie.
As Eddie makes a good, strong drive. 2:11 on the official game clock. Pass into Marins. Marins up to Thomas. Thomas takes a good step through. Over to Jensen. Jensen gets a good shot. Ooh, just long. Thomas able to come with the rebound. Drives back in over to Jensen. Jensen got a little height advantage there for Riverton. Marins over the wing. Drives it into the lane. Finds Quaddy underneath. Doesn't use the glass. Good offensive possession by the Cougars, just able to convert. Good hustle by Thomas to catch up. It's 1:42 on the game clock. Good long shot. Rims out and contested rebound. It'll stay Riverton ball. So a shot by Stivers. Oh my gosh, this clock. I gotta learn how to do this. Pass out, long shot. Long board. Pass up to Schumacher. Schumacher pushing, loses control, but we're gonna get a foul call. So Schumacher was pushing up the court and lost a little bit of control of the ball, and they called a foul from the far judge. Quaddy throwing the ball in. Sees Marins on the cut, gets blocked. Good block there by Barry. But that inbounds play worked really, really well. So now Stivers grabs a seat as Ackerson comes in. Quaddy throw the ball in. Screen through, this time to Marins across, gets the shot off and the points. A good shot.
Help, help.
And the Cougars go full press. Norris, good shot there. Able to break the press, driving down, Quaddy puts the pressure on. Takes it all the way. Shot long, good position there by Jensen. Pass out to Schumacher. Schumacher drives all the way. Oh, just hard. But a good take. Contested take. Thomas comes up behind and steals the ball. Now she's got a fast break opportunity. Good side on the left side. Oh, just too much power. Goes long. Rebound, kicks the ball out to Ackerson. Ackerson starts pushing the ball up. And Riverton gets set up. And we've got a walk. We got a travel called on Barry. So it'll be Cougars ball.
Good job, girls. 30 seconds.
With 37 seconds left on the clock. Eggleston checks in for the New Heights. Pass over, ball stripped. Able to secure it, looking for the open man, finds Quaddy. Pass over to Eggleston. Eggleston maintains control of the ball. Clock's running out. Quaddy, good step through, dribble. Too hard off the glass.
8 seconds.
Gotta wake up, Cougars. Driving down the court. Long shot for 2, and it bounces in. So shot by Barry at the buzzer, long 2, to make it a 4-2 game. So the Cougars, coming off of last night, had a high-scoring game for the B team. And so, we weren't. So it's a little tough that we've gone cold here early in the game for New Heights. So score at the end of the first quarter, 4-2 for the home team. You have to forgive my clock management. I'm learning to use this system. Get caught up in the game, and I know how Brian, our normal audio and video recorder, our commentator, is able to keep track of all the buttons and all the highlights and everything. Does a great job of that. So Cougars early in the first quarter here, not that they came out flat, they just haven't been able to score yet, but they've had some opportunities, had some looks, and it's a good back and forth game. Good defense by both teams to kind of create opportunities, and just needing to capitalize on those fast breaks. So it'll be Cougars ball starting the second quarter. We've got Shoemaker, Marins, Thomas, Quaddy, and Eggleston in. We start the second quarter. Passes over to Thomas. Thomas drives in, passes back to Marins. Marins looks for the drive, not there. Passes back to Schumacher. Schumacher over to Quaddy. A little hesitation dribble, crossover. Another crossover. Kind of create, just got buried underneath the rim. Forces her way in and gets a jump ball with number 23. What was this? So Cougars trying to put down the pressure, and we get a foul call. We got a foul call that looks like on Quaddy, trying to put that full court pressure on.
Feel it, Addy.
Ball passed in, skip pass. Over number 40, Flood. Flood throws the ball back. This is going to be a back court. So it's kind of an inerrant pass, and Stivers tries to chase it down. Front court violation from our back ref. Here, the fourth ref now. Ooh, and we're going to get a travel there, as we got that little step through. Man, my clock management needs some work here. We got 5:17 on the official clock. 5:03 on mine. Good way to step on that out of bounds. Force him back on inside. Cougars working on that press. Great pressure there by the Cougars.
Good job, girls.
Trapping on both sides. As Stivers kind of fights through on her own. Stivers picks it up. Cougars not ready on defense. This time she drives all the way in, short. And we're going to get another jump ball. So Schumacher in on the jump ball this time. It'll be Cougars ball. Okay, so the pass on into Schumacher. Schumacher sets up our offense against the 2-3 zone. Hands the ball off to Thomas. Thomas drives in, finds Schumacher. Good find. Oh, and just rims out. Quaddy fighting, was able to pull away the rebound. Back up to Thomas. Schumacher again kind of chucks that ball in. Maybe the ball was tipped or contested. Stivers brings the ball up. Good defense by Schumacher. Quaddy holding the top. Drives in, forces that. Ball in. Stivers, really so much of their offense at this point. It's her ability to drive. Thomas comes away with the ball. Has the opportunity, drives all the way through, and nice and soft. And good basket by Thomas. Ooh, yeah, they're going to call that. passed it in. She thought she was supposed to take it out, and then we're going to get a travel call on that. So great take by Thomas, all the way coast to coast to tie the game. Quaddy throws the ball in, high pass. Oh, and a great pass. Yeah, to Gibson. It's a great inbounds pass to Gibson with a good finish. So pass over to 32. And we got that drive, and we got a foul call here. It's going to be on Quaddy. It's their second foul on the floor. So Cougars getting set, as they call them, their 1-3 offense. High pass, jump in a bucket. It's a good shot there from the high post by number 42, Fields. Schumacher drives baseline. Looks for Gibson or Thomas. And we're going to get a foul call here on Schumacher. She kind of reaches with the wrong hand. Be the third foul on New Heights, team foul. This quarter, 0 fouls on Riverton. The Stivers brings the ball up. Still tight ball pressure by Schumacher. She's going to try to take it down baseline and drive. She passes it up to 40. Gibson plays defense. Over to Marins. About there. Gibson comes up with the board. Gets the ball up to Quaddy. Quaddy all the way. And off the glass for 2. So good outlet pass and good drive by Quaddy to finish to give the Cougars back the lead, 8-6. Say 250-ish. Nice crossover. Quaddy gets the initial steal and then forces the jump ball. So good defensive there. Possession. Again, you got Schumacher up high and Quaddy kicking that next pass. So inbounds pass to Stivers. Stivers looks for the play. And Quaddy jumps that pass. Quaddy getting her feet set and just a little hard. Jensen on the putback. Quaddy comes up with the next shot and shoots. Oh, and that rims out. And the Rams come up and we're going to get a reach. Looks like on Gibson trying to reach through on that loose ball. Substitution as Barry comes back in. And Christian comes in for Jensen. So ball input. Stivers brings the ball down. Cougars lead 8-6. Schumacher applies the ball pressure. Barry gets a jump shot and makes it. So good shot by Barry to tie the game up, 8-8. Ball over to Quaddy. Looks for opportunity. Needs some help. Passes it up to Christian. Christian drives through the contact and gets the foul called. And so Christian will go to the line and shoot 2. Christian loves those 2-3 step drives, kind of that floating shot that she does. And so she'll go to the line to shoot 2. The opportunity here, take the lead. First shot's good. College Heights takes a 1-point lead. Got a substitution here is number 34. Turner comes into the game. And Christian, shoots out on the second. Loose ball. Rams able to recover. There he drives the ball down. Over to Stiver. Stiver pump fakes up in the air. Takes a shot. Marin's able to come up with the rebound. Marins pushes the ball up the court. Finds Quaddy. Quaddy back to Marins. Marins thought about it for a second. Christian's going to drive. Take another contested shot. But Gibson able to recover it. Schumacher floats one in. And then, good way to use the square by Gibson. Gibson, Marins gets set. Not able to come up with it. Cougars, lots of offensive rebounds and putback opportunities. Christian falls down. Barry steals the ball. Good defense by Marins to stop the drive. Schumacher picks up Stiver drives. She's going to get the foul call as she gets knocked off balance. So we got a foul here as Stiver goes to the line to shoot 2. First shot rims out. And the second shot, no good. Christian gets the rebound, pushes the ball up to Quaddy. Quaddy finds Schumacher. Schumacher looks. Contested. Oh, drives through contact. Back up to Quaddy. Quaddy shoots a good looking shot. Just misses.
Stop ball.
Barry's bringing the ball up. Looks like they might try to run the clock out maybe for one last shot. That's a bit forward. Oh, Gibson able to pick that pass off. Gibson driving all the way through, nice and strong, floats off the back. Oh! Good drive by Gibson. Take it all the way through. Draws the foul on Barry. Her first foul. Gibson goes to the line to shoot 2. Good shot on the first. Looked like it was going to bounce long, but it kind of hit that sweet spot and it just kind of killed the momentum on it and it rolled in. Second shot, short. Second shot short. And so now it'll be Rams ball, 15 seconds left. Good steal by Schumacher. Good play by Addie to steal the ball and make it a 4-point lead. Sivers driving, shoots a long 3, just short. So the Cougars, good strong closeout to the end of the second quarter to pull ahead. 12-8 is the lead as we go into halftime. We'll take a break and come back to give you the second half. All right, welcome back here for the second half of the B team. The Riverton Rams versus the New Heights Cougars. Starting the second half for the Cougars, you have Quaddy, Schumacher, Thomas, Pink, and Jensen. Why does this clock do this? It changed it back to 7 minutes. All right, here we go. So Schumacher with the ball up top. Pass it over to Jensen. So does a dribble Quaddy, left-handed back up to Schumacher. Schumacher trying to create some movement, and we're going to get a blocking foul.
Don't dribble through the double.
On number 4, Ackerson. So Quaddy throwing the ball in here. Passes the ball into Thomas. Good find. Thomas just a little hard off the side of the rim. Schumacher's reaching in. And it's going to be a jump ball going to Riverton. Quaddies go full court press. Riverton was able to break it in the first half. The Cougars were pretty successful with that just half court pressure. We're gonna, okay. And number 4, Ackerson stepped out of bounds. The Cougars providing a great trap there as she feels the pressure and just steps out of bounds. Schumacher with the ball up top. Pass over to Jensen. Trying to create a little separation. Able to hang on to the ball, secure it before it goes out of bounds. Schumacher back over to Jensen. Good pressure, tight ball pressure. Over to Thomas. Thomas tries to find a lane, and she's going to get called for the travel. So just took a little bit of extra step there before she received the contact. See if the Cougars run pressure here, and they will. Ball in, Thomas Schumacher bring the ball up. Big break there by number 4. Almost takes an extra step. Back over, floating pass. Ackerson to secure it, and we're going to get Quaddy's going to get called with a blocking foul. That's Lila's 3rd foul of the night. Let's see here if she stays in. Looks like she is. Inbounds pass tipped by Quaddy. Quaddy, whoa. And Quaddy gets called for the foul. Quaddy gets called for the foul on the reach. That's now 4 fouls for Quaddy. Tip pass over. Thomas able to block it. Good block. Pink's able to recure. Over to Jensen. Jensen drives the ball in. Oh, picks up a dribble. Ball stolen by number 40, Flood. Actually brings the ball up back over to the high post. Shot blocked there by Jensen. Pink recovers, passes to Quaddy. Quaddy looks, passes across the court to Thomas. Thomas drives in, loses the shot. We'll give that a block to Coley. Back over to Ackerson. Ackerson driving the ball. Quaddy with 4 fouls. Gets her own rebound, passes up to the top. That's going to be short and out of bounds. It'll be Cougars ball. So Quaddy in the game here with 4 fouls now. 4 minutes. There might be something just about how much she's going to be used in the second game here tonight with 6 quarters. So they might be content to let her foul out in this situation. So passes the ball in. Schumacher sets up the offense. Schumacher gets set. Riverton stays in 2-3. Tips the pass. Great recovery. Gets the ball to Pink. Good hustle. Schumacher, the contestant, we're going to get a foul call here with the block as Pink was driving. So you got a shooting foul here. Nope. Thought it was a shooting foul. Now they're going to call it on the floor. Wait, we got a clarification here moment from the table. Trying to make sure they got who that foul was on. Make sure they got that right. So Cougars to throw the ball in bounds. Ball into Jensen. Jensen looks for a shot. Good opportunity. Ooh. A little high, and they're going to call it hit the backboard. So it was a good look. Just a little extra power there. Take a step back, make a three. There you go. Ball in bounds. Cougars working on their trap. Good pressure. Good pressure. And a jump ball. So Cougars doing a great job in the second half with their full court press, creating that trap. Rams not able to provide any help. Ball to Schumacher. Over to Jensen. Thomas cuts on the baseline. Pass over to Thomas. Thomas looks for a lane. Shot, pass thing. And the ball's kind of fumbled. I called it a shot, pass thing. Not quite sure what she was looking for, but the ball goes out of bounds and it'll go to the Rams. Great opportunities. Good jump by Pink. To jump up there and contest the pass. That's exactly what you want to do in that kind of trap, is you have that kind of middle of the court there, just kind of hawking the next ball position. So good job by Pink. Ball into Barry. Passes the ball up to Ackerson. Ackerson drives, shot. Pink able to secure the rebound, gets the tip, but Jensen comes down with the ball, looking for her next pass. That's over Schumacher. Schumacher drives, cuts to the middle of the lane. Ooh, looking for Thomas, just gets contested. Ball gets on the ground. And reach out. Thomas providing great pressure, even on a miss. Usually you set up the press on a make. But we're going to get a block on Pink. So Pink just providing the pressure as she goes down the line. It's called for the foul. And we got Eggleston to now come in for Jensen. So Cougars hold the lead. No points scored. Oh, good block. So Quaddy looking up, finding Eggleston. Eggleston gets set. Oh, just bounces off. Contested rebound, and we're going to get another jump call. So Christian coming into the game for Thomas. And it'll be Rams ball, so the Cougars get ready to run their press. Long pass off the backboard. Yep, that'll now flip. It'll go back to Cougars ball. So yeah, Barry trying to throw the ball in, long pass. Clips the backboard and reverses the play, and so we got a timeout now here by Riverton. So no score, no baskets here in the third quarter, as the Cougars have had some opportunities on some shots. I just have been able to convert, especially early on. And then Ryan just not getting as many looks. The Cougars doing a good job defensively, kind of taking away and putting that ball pressure on. So now it's kind of, can we start seeing some baskets start falling here as we're more than halfway through the third quarter. So we've got Eggleston, Christian, Quaddy, Schumacher, and Pink in here for the Lady Cougars. Eggleston to throw the ball in. Tough pass. Able to be secured, and we're going to get a push call on Barry. And she runs into Schumacher. It's her second foul. Team third foul. Pass over to Christian. Christian shot wide. Pink able to secure the rebound. Pass up to Christian. Drives in with her right. Loses ball control. Ball taken away. Quaddy's working on defense and draws up her fifth foul as Stivers drives all the way in. So Quaddy's going to foul out. here with her 5th foul. So Kwadi was excited about the opportunity last night to foul out of the game, which she did in the 4th quarter. Tonight she beat her record by getting into the now 3rd quarter with 2 minutes and 20 seconds left by fouling out. So coach is a little confused here. They don't think that they had 5 fouls, but it was their 5th foul. It was her 5th foul. She got those two quick early fouls in the 3rd quarter. So it looks like our bookkeeping and their bookkeeping was different. So they're just trying to make sure they got clarification.
Let's go. Get radio time going.
Yeah. And so Kwadi's done, at least for this game. Maybe she'll get some action in the A game. Still need a substitute, and Thomas is going to go back in for the Lady Cougars. So we got Stivers at the line. There's still no points scored in the 2nd half. 2:21 on the game clock. Stivers goes for the first. Long but good. Score now 9-12. Stivers to shoot her second. Another long one, but didn't hit the rim. And so to go Cougars ball. So Thomas to throw the ball in. The ball to Schumacher. Schumacher bringing the ball up. So the offense down screens. It's up the top opportunity. Christian over to Schumacher. Schumacher had a lane. Tries to pull it back out. Thomas going to the left side. Ball tipped. Cougars in pursuit. Good job by closing out by Pink. Thomas comes up with the rebound, passes it over. Pink able to save it. Saves it back to Ackerson. Ackerson looking for the next opportunity. Back up the top, back up to Ackerson. Ackerson drives the baseline. Good closeout. Shot's going to be short. Pink's able to secure it. And now Thomas is on the run. Thomas, good control. Passes across the court. That's a tough pass. Schumacher to Christian. Good screen there by Eggleston. Pass over to Schumacher. Schumacher drives to Pink. Pink over to Thomas. Thomas is going to drive but dribbles. Looks like dribbled off her foot, but they're going to call a block on that. On Ackerson. That's Ackerson's third. So a couple substitutions here for Riverton. And Eggleston's going to throw it in for the Cougars. Into Thomas. Thomas thinks about it. And we got another blocking foul. And this is the 15th foul on Holmes. That's her. And that's going to be 2 shots because we're now in bonus. That foul, we're going to call that foul on Ackerson, her third. So Thomas short on the first. And we got a substitution here. But we got a player tying her shoe that's supposed to be subbing in. So Ackerson comes back in. So second shot for Thomas. Hard off the glass, but it counts. Cougars putting in the press, able to get it. Christian able to not keep up, pass underneath. And Christian comes down with the rebound and is going to get a foul on number 41, Coley. So way to get in position there for Christian. And she has an opportunity to go to the line and extend the lead. Cougars now winning 13-9. Only points here in the 3rd quarter are free throws so far, and we'll see if Christian can come and extend the lead. Long but true. Cougars now have a 5-point lead, minute 4 left. Juliana just a little to the right on the second shot. Ackerson gets the rebound, pushes the ball up the court. Pink contests. Trap over in the wing. Good job by Pink, able to bury up for the long 2. And she makes the first basket of the second half. Ball over to Christian. Christian drives. Oh, makes an extra step. And they're going to call that travel. Drove in. Rams did a good job by shutting down that opportunity, and she just dragged that foot. That's called for the travel. Skip pass. They're trying to cut out that, get the ball maybe a little bit further down. Ooh. Tough spot, picks up her dribble. Looks out, finds Barry. Barry crosses across the top. Christian defends. Good block there by Eggleston. And the ball goes out as Holmes tries for the shot. Ball in. Ackerson drives through, kind of a screen. And the basket's good. And the Cougars now just hold on to a 1-point lead. 9 seconds. Kind of a tough pass. And there's 3 seconds left, and it'll stay Cougars ball. So an opportunity here for the Cougars to extend their lead.
3 seconds, Addie.
With 3 seconds left on the clock. Pass in the Schumacher, reach and no foul called. She goes up for the last second shot. So Riverton, a couple field goals, shots late in the game, and close in on that Cougar lead. It was at the most at 5. Now it's down to just 1. So we're going in the fourth quarter. Cougars have just a narrow 1-point lead. So Kwadi fouled out of the game in the third quarter. And so now we've got kind of, this rotation here. I know the coaches kind of have their quarter charts because they're not just keeping track of like how many quarters everybody plays, because we got girls that play both A and B and they need to save them for the second game. It's also making sure that all of our girls get opportunities to play and get their minutes in. So Cougars, Rams kind of figured out a way by making that long midcourt pass to get past the top pressure on the full court press. So Rams have a little bit of momentum here starting in the fourth quarter. So the pass in to the high post. Jensen able to secure the ball. Looks in, finds a good find by Thomas. Thomas shoots with a weak hand and extends the lead. So good play there by Jensen and by Thomas. Barry driving the ball in. Thomas picks up, forces the pass. And again, Jensen bobbles it, but a good ball's loose. Barry shoots short. Ball out of bounds. Number 40, we got a little foul there, not called. Thomas pushing the ball up. Good way to find Schumacher. Schumacher drives through, gets the body by Ackerson. Oh, excuse me, not by Ackerson. They called that foul on number 3, Stivers. So Cougars had the ball, 16-13 lead. Okay, so that was Stivers. Stivers fouled out for the game with her 5th foul. So into Jensen, a little long. Loose ball. Good cross-court pass. That was a good play by the Rams. Find the open man underneath. Schumacher gets stepped through, and we're going to get another foul here. And she tries to cross over, and Holmes gets her feet all tangled up. So the Cougars now with just a 1-point lead in the fourth quarter. Gibson throws the ball into Schumacher. Schumacher looks. Finds Christian. Christian does a jump through. Gets blocked. Loose ball. Good pressure there. And then we got steps. Cougars putting so much pressure up there. If they can pass the ball up like they were looking for that time, that can be open and bust the press. But just steps trying to make that extra strength to get that pass. Schumacher brings the ball up. Screen by Thomas. Looks for Gibson, but ball gets tipped. And we get a travel call. So again, a couple times that the Rams are trying to push the ball up the court and just kind of just dragging that feet to get that extra power. Well, Thomas to throw the ball in on Schumacher. Screen, and they're going to get an offensive foul called on Thomas for an illegal screen. And so that's her first foul of the game. So Barry brings the ball up, picks up her dribble, hits the high post, turnaround jump shot, rims out. Gibson secures the rebound, gets it to Christian. Christian's bringing the ball up, finds Schumacher. Schumacher crosses over, ball gets poked. Opportunity here as Holmes drives the ball, and we got to travel. So Cougars now hold a 1-point lead. 4:12 left in the game. Schumacher brings the ball up. Contested screen by Jensen, and we're going to get another offensive foul called for the moving screen by Jensen. So it's a couple moving screen calls here late in the game. That's Jensen's first foul of the game. Substitution here for Riverton as Taylor comes in. And Pink now subbing in for Christian. So both teams with team fouls each in the fourth quarter. So we got the pass over to Ackerson. Ackerson with the jump shot, just short. Gibson secures the rebound. Finds Thomas. Pass over to Pink. Pink drives on the left side, takes a jump shot, just a little long. And a good shot by Schumacher. Good rebound and good putback by Schumacher to extend it now to a 3-point lead. 3:33 left in the game. Loose ball as they try to hand it off. Schumacher able to secure it. Pushes the ball up the court with her left. Back up to Jensen, up to the top. Not an easy pass here. She finds Schumacher. Schumacher drives in, and we got a timeout by New Heights. So good play there by Schumacher to get that rebound, just that long shot, and able to put it back in and to give that Cougars that lead. So really evenly matched here. We kind of wind down on the game. A little bit back and forth. The Cougars have been able to hang on to the lead, but not really fully pull away as Riverton kind of makes chance of those opportunities. Here's Schumacher, who hasn't set this whole game, giving her a little bit of a breather here, as she's been the primary ball handler for the Cougars the whole game. Sets down, so the Cougars just playing 7th graders here for the B team, as we don't have very many 8th graders on our team. Excuse me, Eggleston. I'm sorry, Eggleston has played some minutes here. As an 8th grader. So the Cougars haven't been able to really run their press much this quarter. That was so effective in the third quarter and create some opportunities. But a couple calls here in the fourth for moving screens. So now here we go. So the Cougars on the inbounds. Gibson drives to the middle, looks for the shot, pulls out. Pink looks for the next man. Nice pass, Thomas. Thomas goes up, contested shot. A blocked shot. Jensen puts on the pressure up high. Schumacher goes for the steal. Look at the shot. Jensen able to secure the rebound. We're going to get a foul called here. With the reach for that loose ball, just came on the side and reached in. That'll be her second foul, third team foul. Schumacher brings the ball up. Screen by Thomas, good screen that time. Lane's not there. Thomas drives in, shoots long, or shoots short, high and short. And then last touch by White. So it'll be Jensen throwing the ball in here. Trying to find the old person. Finds Thomas. Shoots long. Gibson able to secure the loose ball. Screen up top, and we're getting another moving screen. So definitely a point of emphasis here. This is the third time that the Cougars have been called for a moving screen this quarter. Hadn't been called yet this game. But now it's kind of flurry of them as they are now paying attention to it here in the fourth. The Rams bring the ball up. Ackerson driving in. Thomas tries to pick up the dribble. Barry for maybe her foot was on the line. I'm not quite sure. Barry gets for another opportunity. That's a three shot. Just back. Ball stripped out. And so Pink has the ball. And we're going to get a call on Coley as she reached over the top, and we get called for a reaching foul, so that's her third. So Riverton now has 4 team fouls, so the next one will send the Cougars to the line. Oh, that was a screen, but very able to blow it up. Screen, another screen, so they're trying to create opportunities, another screen. So Cougars trying to create some action off the screen. Good steal by, and so Ackerson had an opportunity, but stepped out of bounds off of the steal. So the Cougars hang on to a 3-point lead. A minute 48 now left, and there we got the screen again. So the fourth. So the Cougars, so Pink called for that foul. So the Cougars leaning into the defender for the screen. Keeps called for that. So that's the fourth. All fouls this quarter have been on the Eagles screens. So drive in. Gibson able to tip the ball. Barry shoots and gets the bank shot to make it a 1-point game. 1:32 left in the game. Schumacher driving. Dribbles off his foot. And they'll go back to Riverton. So Cougars really struggling to create any type of action in the middle of the lane. Shot in, pass into Barry. Barry pass up to the top. Thomas playing tight defense. Tipped the ball. Barry recovered. Ball into the high post. Thomas on the wrong side of her, not knowing where to go with the ball. Jensen backs up to the top. Over to Ackerson. Ackerson's looking to drive. Good defense, long shot. Pink comes with the rebound, looking for an outlet. She's going to get called for the travel. Trying to find an outlet pass. She kind of makes that big extra step before she gets rid of the ball. It's in the Barry. And Barry makes the shot to take the lead. 1-point lead for the Rams. 50 seconds left in the game. Thomas drives in, and she's going to draw the foul. A really exciting game here in the B game. as the Rams are able to secure the lead off of Barry's buckets, who I would assume is their leading scorer for the Rams tonight. They'll send Thomas to the line.
Put on your hip, Sage.
For 2 shots
Put
here.
on your hip.
Opportunity for Thomas to tie up the game. First shot's a little long. 47 seconds left. Cougars are in bonus. Next shot will put the Rams in bonus. Thomas measures and misses. Short to the right. So the Cougars get in their press. 47 seconds left. Got to guard that middle. And bounce pass to Barry. Barry picks up her dribble. Oh, that's a travel. Good call. As number 32, Holmes feels the pressure and picks up her dribble. Takes that a little bit extra stutter. And so now the Cougars have the ball, 42 seconds left. So Cougars trying to create out of their offense. They've been trying to run this high screen. Well, it's really just multiple screens to trying to find that lane. And it's been called 4 different times for moving screens in this quarter. And so Cougars not able to create any type of significant offense off of that, as the Rams have done a great job just clogging the lane. The Cougars are looking for something to create through the middle of the lane and just able to create any significant amounts of space. And so we'll see here what the Cougars are cooking up to try to create some points here. So big shots by Barry for the Rams here late in the 4th quarter to give the Rams a lead for the first time tonight. So Cougars Jensen throws the ball into Schumacher. Schumacher drives, takes a good jumping floater, just long. We're going to get a jump ball. Good take by Schumacher. Just talking about how we've been struggling to create anything in the lane, and then she just drives into the lane and takes a good shot. So Cougars get the jump ball. Ball into Thomas. And we're going to get called for the foul on Ackerson. And so gets the call on the reach, send the Cougars to the line. That's her 4th foul. So Thomas goes back to the line with an opportunity to tie or take the lead. Short on the first.
Get on her hip, Paige. Get on her hip. Lock out. Your hip on her.
Walk out and grab the ball. Go ahead and grab it.
Good set for the second. And gets the roll to tie the game. Just about 35 seconds left. The Cougars putting all the pressure on. Ball passes up. Pink puts on the pressure. Barry, who's been so deadly, just rims out on the bank shot. Loose ball. Schumacher fighting for it, and we're going to get a jump ball. That'll be so Barry had an open shot from the wing where she'd been making so many shots. 19 seconds left on the game. Tie game, 19-19. 24 gets blocked by Gibson. Loose ball. And we're going to get, they're talking. And what are we going to call? We're going to get a foul. Foul on Thomas. Her 3rd foul. Sends Ackerson to the line on that loose ball. There's a whole crowd of people there, and everybody was reaching in. It looked like some confusion on who they were going to call. And Ackerson's ball bounces off the back of the rim. 15 seconds left here, tie ball game. Ackerson on her second shot. Long. Gibson able to secure the rebound. Drives all the way in, takes it floating really high off the backboard. Thomas gets the shot and makes the shot. 5 seconds left. And no fouls, Cougars, and that's going to end it. Thomas with the near buzzer beater off the rebound, able to secure a Cougar victory, 21-19. What an exciting fourth quarter. Cougars come in with the lead in the fourth. Rams are able to battle back, take a lead a little bit, then a tie game, and then a fast break opportunity by Gibson. Just a little bit too powerful, and Thomas secures the rebound and gets the final buzzer, almost buzzer beater to win the game for the Cougars. So congratulations to New Heights Cougars on a win of the first game of the night. And we'll take a break here, come back in a few minutes for the start of the A game between the Lady Cougars and the home team, Riverton Rams. All right, getting set here for our second game. Getting everything kind of balanced here. For the Riverton Rams versus the visiting New Heights Cougars. We had the B game first. And so now this is the A game for New Heights. So we have Pink, Prater, Studer. Oh, I got on the court. Tip 1 on the driven. Oh, jump shot, almost a foul. Prater gets the steal, pushes the ball down the court, jump stop, short, just shoots a little bit long. Studer with the putback. Pink able to secure it, throws it back up there. Jones, pushes the ball up the court. And a good layup by Riverton, number 25, King. Played over to Jones. Got the curl cut through, ball up top to Studer. Studer drives in with her left. Looks crowded pass. Jones able to secure the loose ball, and we're going to get called for a travel. Not sure I entirely agree with that call. And Riverton opens up with a 2-0 lead. So ball being brought up by number 30, Snell. Has it up to number 11, Porter. Porter passes up the ball number 2, Snell in the shot, 3 seconds. And pushes through and makes a shot, so it makes that 4-0 Cougars. Ball over to Jones. Jones able to find any lane. That's walk. Studer takes big steps. Big steps there. I don't think anybody in the gym didn't see that travel. 4-0, 4:37 left in the first quarter. Screen up high, ignored. Cuts back through on the dribble drive all the way through. Goes up and gets her own rebound. And Paxton extends the lead, 6-0. Shots just a little long for Jones. Fast break opportunity for Paxton. Paxton contested shot. Good contested shot by Prater. Ball poked out. And we're going to get a timeout here. So ball picked out by King. King is able to steal the ball from Prater and get those shots up. So 8-point lead for the Rams early in the game. Just really kind of good shot selection by the Rams and just finding the right spot on the backboards to make those shots. And Cougars unable to really kind of get settled into their offense. Just a few kind of basic mistakes early in the game for the Cougars that the Rams have taken advantage of. So ball passed into Prater. Prater bringing the ball up. Pass it over to Marins. Marins collision up at the top. Jones scrambles, picks up the ball. Prater driving in. Good drive. Just ball hits the backboard. So it's Green's ball off the jump ball. Running the clock down to try to sync it up with the game clock. Jones pushes the ball into Prater. Prater drives in, cross to Marins. Marins thinks about it, pass over to Jones. Jones in the baseline. She also thinks about it. Pass to Marins. Prater takes the shot. Just long. Cougars are able to secure the rebound. Fast break opportunity as Snell pushes the ball up the court. Finds 2 underneath. Shoots a little bit long. Tough shot. And ball behind the backboard. Didn't touch anything. And it's going to stay Rams' ball. It was his last tipped by the Cougars. So Snell for the shot, short. Bounces long. Cougars able to secure the ball, pass up to Marins, big pass. Pass to Marins. Marins shoots 2. And able to secure the shot. Oh, Jones able to secure it. Snell picks her off, driving it with her left hand. It just rolls out. Good position. Good position by King to go back up with the ball and draw the foul. So the Rams doing a good job putting pressure on the ball handlers and have been able to poke the ball out several different times and to create transition opportunities for themselves. So King to the line, extends the lead to 9. Second shot off to the side. Now Jones bringing the ball up, finds Prater, slips out of her hands. So again, just kind of the ball handlers here struggle a little bit in this game. Snell bringing the ball across, Pink trying to close out the trap, dribbles off her legs. I don't know how that stays her ball, but she dribbled off her legs and it went out of bounds, but that's the call. Snell brings the ball up, passes it over to 11. 2 for the shot, long. Jones dribbling to secure the pass, tries to save it, and steps out of bounds and will stay Rams ball. So 9-0. Cougars aren't able to get on the board yet early in this game. Passes it in to King. King dribbles all the way through, loses a little bit of control of the ball, but it's off of, I think they said maybe it was off of Gibson. So it'll stay Rams ball. Pass in, back up to top. Snell, she shoots for 3. Oh, they call it 2. So a long 2, foot was on the line. So 11-0. So a good shot by her. Prater looking for the opportunity, doesn't see anything. Offense not really rolling here yet. Prater dribbles up to the top of the key, passes it over to Marins. Marins passes it back up to the top to Jones. Jones looking for, loses the ball, loses control of the ball. Multiple people losing the ball. Just a big finish by Paxton. So while everybody was losing control of the ball kept progressing up the Rams' way, and they're able to finish for 2, make it an 13-0 lead. Marins passes the ball over, back to Jones. Jones looks down to Gibson. Flasher, doesn't see the flasher come through. Jones back to the top of the key, wanted the shot, not there. Long 2, and finally the Cougars got on the board with Prater's long 2. So now looking, just putting the pressure on. Shot by number 11. Pink bringing the ball up. Going with her left, looking for the next pass. Up to Marins. Marins over to Prater. Prater drives in. And fouls called on number 11, Porter. I was driven in a couple substitutions here. So Jones checks out as Studer checks in for the Cougars. Cougars are on their inbounds play. That's up to Studer. Drew shoots for 2, long 2, hard, off the glass. Rebound, Rams. Studer contesting the dribbling. Unable, and there's off the foot of Gibson. So again, that ball, loose ball, but it keeps progressing up the court.
Carlo, get your granny gear.
So Rams ball, the ball in bounds, tips by Studer. Stay Rams ball. Good pass breakup by Studer. Lon's, she likes that 3, she'll take it. Long 2. King saves the ball up. Prater able to secure the ball. Crosses over, drives into congestion, and they're going to get called for dragging her feet. I'm not quite sure I 100% agree with that call there. I say maybe when she picked it up, she dragged that back foot. 28 seconds. Refs, you know. We got a travel now called on Riverton as Snell made some movement before she got the ball on the ground. So Cougars ball underneath Studer. Passing the ball in. Sorry, I got the clock off. So Gibson with an open shot. This is ball stripped away. King's now driving. Got even a contested shot. Makes it through and extends the lead. Prater brings the ball up. Stolen by King. Long shot. Whoa! What a shot by King. Just barely went off the back of the rim. And so the Cougars here struggling here early in the first quarter as Riverton Rams have opened up a 15-2 lead here in the first. So just Rams doing a great job on transition, getting points, just really driving, finding the right spot on the backboard, making some consistent shots. Cougars are doing a good job getting down the court and contesting. They're just making some of those shots through the contesting. Offensively, Cougars struggling there a little bit with just kind of mistakes, you know, just bad passes, right? Or losing control of the ball just a little too much, and just that pressure, that man-on-man pressure the Rams are putting on our ball handlers, just poking that ball out and kind of creating some steal opportunities. So Cougars have struggled a little bit just with that, maintaining control of the ball enough to get really into their offense to get set and get things going. So start of the second quarter here. The Rams ball as Cougars maintain the same starting lineup. Pass into Snell. Back up to Barry, turns around, shoots a quick two. Long Cougars fighting for the ball. Marion secures the ball. Good pass up to Prater. Prater jump stops. Gets into sea of people. Snell rips the ball loose. Marion's placed, kind of drops off, and then another 2 points. So more fast break points created off the turnovers for the Rams, 17-2. Prater up top. Pass over to Marins. Marins passes the ball over to Jones. Jones makes a tough shot. Ball gets tipped by number 2. I should probably put some time on the clock here. Gibson trying to find the open man. Passes it long, open, finds Prater open. Shot just long. Marin's unable to secure the rebound. The ball goes back to Riverton. Barry loses the ball, takes a shot. Gibson able to secure the rebound. Looking up for the next pass. Gibson's going to take it all the way. Contested shot. Oh, just rims out. Riverton able to lose the ball. Able to secure it as Paxton brings the ball in. A good poke out there to stop that drive. And Marins will grab a seat as Studer comes back in. Ball up to King. King to Barry. Barry shoots. Hard two. Make it 19-2. 17-point lead for the Rams. 4 minutes of change left. Gibson drives in. Just a little bit off. Studer grabs that rebound. Gibson kind of setting a screen there. Trying to open up that lane, but gets poked out by Paxton. Paxton takes the extra step and gets called for the travel. So it'll be Cougars ball. As now Gibson brings the ball up. Pass over to Jones. Jones takes the pressure. Good shot. So they're going to play that tight on you, just pump fake him, get him up in the air, and just take that step through. So great shot by Jones to give the Cougars 4 points. Now going into 4 minutes left. Long shot, put back, loose ball. Paxton secures the ball. Snell travels, doesn't get called for it. Barry shoots and makes another bank. Bank two, that bank is open for Barry. 21-4. Jones, ooh, tough pass. Pink almost able to secure it. She flashed down the backside of the lane. Pass up Snell, she goes up and makes another 2. Well, just good layups by the Rams. But Jones gets away with a couple steps. Oh, just rims out. And we got a timeout here by the Rams. So again, the Rams continue to be really, really consistent on the steals and then able to convert on the layups. And Cougars just having a tough time getting all their shots to fall. Jones really kind of stepping up the last couple minutes, really trying to create some looks, create some opportunities herself. And got a couple good looks at the basket, just the shots weren't able to fall. So offensively, Cougars just aren't able to find themselves. They're getting some looks, but the rebounding of the Rams is kind of taking away any type of putbacks, really, that the Cougars are unable to have. And the Rams doing a great job of pushing the ball up the court and creating points off of turnovers and rebounds. So it's going to be Riverton's ball. 3 minutes, 15 seconds left in the second quarter. 23-4, Riverton's lead. Snell brings the ball up. Barry shoots, doesn't find the backboard. Jones able to secure the rebound, pushing the ball up the court with the left hand. Good closeout by Paxton. That's the Studer. Studer drives through the pressure. Pushes off a little bit. Just short on the jump shot. Then kind of creating opportunities with that tight pressure. If they're going to play that guard, they're going to guard that high. Good pressure by Studer. Studer, great pressure. Finds Gibson. Gibson does a step through, just a little hard. Gets her own rebounds, gets blocked. Gibson secures it back, goes up again. They're called block shot. Pink, just unable to block it. And we're finally going to get a jump ball. So a couple of good opportunities there for the Cougars, just able to get the ball to drop. So they'll bring the ball up. Cougars getting into a 1-3-1. Pink secures the rebound, passes the ball up to Prater. Prater driving through contact, and we're going to get a blocking foul on King. That's the first team foul for either team in the second quarter. Long pass, dangerous pass. Prater able to secure it. Jones unable to secure that pass. Snell drives, finds Barry. Barry back up to the top to Paxton. Barry for 3. King secures the rebound, crosses over. Jones, good defense. And the ball's going to go off of King, and it's going to stay. It's going to go to Cougars ball. So good defensive by Jones to tip that ball. Great opportunity. We got a substitution here. Barry sits out, and number 40 comes in, Flood. So Prater throws the ball to Gibson, who's bringing the ball up. So they had the change on who's bringing the ball up here in the second quarter. Kind of gets our offense going. Studer drives in. It's stuck. Good ball pressure by Snell. Snell, good breakup by Prater. So Snell trying to hit King on the opposite block, but Prater plays some really, really tight defense and breaks up that pass. A good defensive play there to stop that drive. Pass in, Snell gets her feet set, shoots wide to the left. No student section here to shout air ball. That'd be super rude for me to do that, so I won't do that this game. So yeah, the Cougars don't have their primary ball handlers bringing the ball up. They have many people who can handle the ball really, really well on the team. Shooter crossover. What are we going to get here? We're going to get a foul called on Snell for a block. 1-6 left. Pass it to Gibson. Great play. Oh, just misses out. King, good pass up. Snell. It's one of her first miss off the layup. But they're able to secure the rebound and get the shot back up to score 2 points. 25-4. Cougars over to Gibson. Gibson drives through traffic. Back up to Prater. Prater takes a long 2. Bounces long. King secures the rebound and slows down the offense with 33 seconds left in the first half. Nobody up top. Snell gets set, foot on the line. Long King in position. Good job of getting in position and getting the putback. Make it now a 23-point game. Ball bounces off Gibson, who's not ready. Snell brings the ball up. Good bounce pass to King. King able to maintain control on a tough pass. Gibson launches the ball short, so the Cougars really struggling offensively to score any points here in the first half. So at the end of the first half, the home team 29, Riverton Cougars 4. We'll take a break here. We come back here for the second half.
number 4.
All right, back here for the second half as Cougars start a little bit different starting lineup here. As we get Schumacher in. There's a little bit of a loose ball there. Everybody gets settled after the halftime break. Studer gets a good poke, but unable to secure the ball. Snell dribbles off their own foot. But there's a clock run down the match. Game clock there. Studer passing into Schumacher. Schumacher looks, finds Studer. Studer, ooh, looks for Marins, just got a good reach by King. Created an opportunity there. All the way, left-handed, strong push. And we've got a foul. Foul called, on Marins. Her first. Not a lot of fouls called here in the second game. King goes to the line. Really hard on the first. Substitution as Hauser comes in. And Flood gets a seat. King shot good on the second. It's a 30-4. Marins brings the ball up. Passes over to Schumacher. Schumacher sets up the offense. Dribbles over to Marins. Pass wide. Marins drives the ball in. Studer drives in a double team. Oh, sees the opening there. Schumacher not ready for it. Pink drives in. Pass over. Looks for the high screen. Gibson able to poke the ball. Schumacher goes up. Just short. And Gibson forces the jump ball. A little interesting here to start the second half. We don't see either one of two of our starting 8th graders not out there. As Prater and Jones sit down. Snell drives over to the baseline, gets the trap, and we got a timeout. So a good defensive possession there to force the timeout as the Cougars provided that trap and try to gun things up. So not quite sure the logic here is Jones and Prater don't start the second half. Coach is kind of mixing some things up for some reason. As the Cougars trying to create some offensive momentum here. Had a couple looks in the middle of the paint. First time Schumacher not quite ready for it. Didn't see it coming. Next time able to try to create something here to spark offensively. So now drives in with her left. Schumacher putting pressure on. Paxton. Left foot, Studer. Defensive. Oh, almost a step. Snell realized she had a dribble, drives all the way in. Gibson just enough pressure to knock her off balance. Ball poked out by Paxton. No foul called on either team. Ball secured back up top. King, nice step through. And we're going to get Gibson with the reach. So reached in. I thought she had a good hand of the ball. Now here we go. So now here's the 8th graders coming in. Prater and Jones coming in the game. Ball in bounds. Jones, no foul. King unable to get the putback. Marins with the rebound, pushing the ball up the court. To the left, bounce pass to Prater. Good play by the Cougars. Marins drawing all the defense. And ball slips through the hands of the Cougars' ball. So a good play by the Cougars there, and a good put in by Prater for 2. It's our 6th point of the game. Studer looking, almost steps. A little high for Jones. And Paxton pushes the ball up to Snell. Snell having a great game. Steps, late foul called. As Prater goes to strip the ball and will send Snell to the line. Snell not keeping track of individual points here, but he's obviously scored a mess of points for Riverton. Been one of their leading scorers here. She goes to the line to shoot 2. Feet set. Rolls out. A substitution here. Quaddy comes in for Studer. And Barry comes in as well. So second shot here for Snell. Shot's good. So Prater brings the ball down. Oh, nice way to hang on to it from Marins. Good step through, tough pass. King hustles, but steps out of bounds before she's able to kick the ball back in. And we'll go back to the Cougars. No confusion here. Passes the ball in. Just, who was supposed to take the ball out? They were trying to get it right and then pass the ball back out of bounds. Trying to get the ball to Lily to set up the offense. A little confusion by the Cougars on what defense they were in. Lila got it set. Up top, Cougars run a 1-3-1. Snell drives all the way through, finds King underneath open. Back up the top. Paxton shoots. Long. Rebound. We're going to call it off of Marins as King tipped it over. Snell gets set for 3. Short. Contested rebound. We're going to get a jump ball. That's going to be Green's ball as Jones forces the jump. Ball to Prater. Prater bringing the ball down. Finds Marins. Marins has a lane. Shoots long. Good job by Jones to clear the lane. And we got another jump ball between Barry and Schumacher. Cougars getting confused on defense, and we're going to get a block foul by Jones. So the Cougars just not getting body position to create the traps. Snell just had a bunch of speed. Oh, Quaddy goes for the jump. Or goes for the steal. Unable to secure it. Hooks it out of bounds. Rams able to control the ball. Playing defense, Jones playing tough D. King underneath. And she's going to get the and one on Marins. So King with just good position in there. Turns around and makes the shot, draws the foul. It's Marins' second foul. The Cougars' 15th foul for the third quarter. Unable to convert. Jones brings the ball down. Pass over to Prater. Prater takes the long 2, hard, and makes it. Prater with most of our points tonight. I think she has 6 of our 8. Cougars super confused just by the dribbling. So the Cougars unable to stop the drive as she drove into 4 of our defenders and then just cut it back across the court. Confusion by the Cougars, unable to get into their offense. Jones takes it herself, gets a body. Just some frustration here by the Lady Cougars is they're just not able to get their offense or their defense in rhythm. And you can kind of see the frustration on their faces as they try to communicate with each other. And Jones to the line. Shot's good on the first. Score 34-9. Minute 23 left. Shots short on the second. Axton clears the loose ball. Drives up. Barry open by herself. Uses the glass, but unable to finish through. Ball to center. Axton shoots. Jones secures the rebound. Finds Marins. Marins unable to secure it just off her hands. And a couple substitutions here as Nora and Addie grab a seat as Gibson and Pink come back in for the Cougars. 34-9, minute left in the third. Barry brings the ball up. Tough pass. Pink does a great job of hustling. Prater drives into two and gets the jump ball. Clay throws the ball in. It's the ball to Prater. Prater over to Jones. Jones for the shot. Short, looked on, just short. Paxton pushes the ball up to Sennell. Sennell fights through the pressure. Prater pushes the ball up the court. Gets fouled. I wonder if they're going to call that or they're going to call that on the ground. I didn't see his hand motions. Yeah, and she's going to go to the line. So Prater driving in, got some contact as she was going in for the shot. And Prater to the line to shoot two. Hard on the first. And second shot's no good. But we're going to Gibson's going to get called for the push. You know, yeah, that's 5 fouls. That's a shooting foul.
Shooting and bonus.
So King goes to the line. Again, just confusion here tonight, you know, by the Lady Cougars. I just didn't be in the wrong spot, not understand the defense here in the second half. King's first shot off. 34-9. 26 seconds left. Ball rims out. Ball, loose ball. And it's going to stay White's ball. Cougars need a little spark here, a little bit of energy. Nice steal, some bucket, something. Ball up. Barry able to secure it. Ball underneath the Paxton in the short corner and makes the shot, 36-9. 12 seconds left. Ooh, tough step through. Just able to find it. Good play by Addie. Get her own loose ball, step through. And to finish. So Rams winning 36-11. Don't know if it was the lineup, the substitutions, or just the defense. They're trying to learn the offense, but there was definitely some confusion by the Cougars that quarter, trying to get everything established and get into rhythm. Later in the quarters, they started doing that. You started seeing a little bit more rhythm there. Rams feel like they've taken the pedal off the gas a little bit, not putting so much pressure high up on the Cougars just with the lead that they have here kind of late in the game. So now we're going into the fourth quarter. here in the Cougars' mindset's got to be, man, we got to score some buckets ASAP. You know, it's also an opportunity. I think we'll see quite a bit of substitution, trying to get everybody minutes, and you know, trying to coach the best you can in these kind of situations. Help the girls learn, get stronger. Late in the season for the Lady Cougars, just 2 more games after this game on Thursday night and then this next Monday. So Christian checks in the game. Gibson, Jones, Pink, and Prater. That's will be Riverton's ball. Snell crosses over. Pat finds the open man. And Hauser makes a good 2 on a good pass. Pass up over the head of Jones as Gibson was trying to find her. So that pass went wide. 38-11. King drives in through traffic. Ball loses the ball as it gets poked free. Paxson for the 3. Shot was wide. Prater comes up with a good rebound, gets poked out by King. Back underneath Snell, and she rolls the ball in for 2, make it a 40-11 lead. Gibson bringing the ball up, finds another tough pass to Jones. It's picked off, but Gibson able to poke the ball out and stop the fast break. Paxson the ball into Snell. Snell, nobody guarding there, turns around, shoots the 3. It's wide. Jones able to secure. Ooh, takes that extra step. As she was trying to find Prater running long. Ball into Snell. Back over to Porter. Paxson for 2. When they come through. And it's going to be tipped out, and it's going to be Green's ball. So Hauser unable to finish the shot, even though she was in a good position. Prater bringing the ball down. Pass over to Gibson. Tough pass into the middle of the lane. Trying to find Pink. Snell, good pass, good find. Oh. And Jones gets called for the foul. Rams continue to really run an excellent fast break. Strong passing and good finishing since King to the line. King's true on her first. Makes it a 30-point lead for Riverton. I'm not quite sure if there's a running clock here in Kansas like we have in Missouri. About to find out. It's a 31-point lead in the 4th quarter. Another tough pass. Cougars are struggling, yeah, and we're going to have a running clock here. Struggled with that entry pass from the top of the key over to the top of the wing. Oh, gets away with a little bit of a travel there. Shoots wide, finds Pink. So Brian would say good pass. King bringing the ball down. Oh, big time. And get a block as she says Prater was moving. And so King came in really, really strong and hit Lily, pushed her backwards. Lily's convinced that she was set, but the refs thinks that she was moving. So they got a running clock here. It's more than a 30-point lead. Christian grabs a seat. Studer comes back in. Short. Pink secures the rebound. Studer finds Prater. And Prater misses. Ball goes out of bounds on White. And it stays green ball. Studer throwing the ball in. Finds Prater. Prater steps back, shoots long. King comes back with the rebound. I'm not quite sure what the foul was here. So Pink was in position behind her. King started throwing some elbows. Didn't quite see how that was a foul. It was passed on the flash. Picked off by King. Stepped out of bounds. It'll stay. Now go green ball. So Prater bringing the ball up. Over to Studer. Studer passes in the high, just a little high for Gibson to come down with the ball. Pass back to Snell. Snell drives in, good position. Tough shot, and we're going to get a push by Snell. That's their first foul, team foul of the fourth quarter. Prater bringing the ball up. That pass has consistently been a very difficult pass for the Cougars here in the fourth quarter. So we got a wholesale substitution here. Everybody but Jones subs out. But yeah, that high pass is just, the Cougars have struggled with it. You know, the recipient of the pass has to step to the ball, or maybe just take a jab step in and bring the ball back up. So Thomas with the collision, no foul called. Ball go, Cougars ball. And now Eggleston comes in for Jones, who has a seat. Minute now left. My clock's 6 seconds off. 11:42. That pass, they just wait for it. Rams just wait for it, you know. Use a pump fake, you know. Use the jab step. So pass up to Thompson. Thomas cuts, looks, down to Quaddy. Quaddy drives in, looks, through traffic. Ball's tipped out. The backcourt ref / coach gives instructions to the team. Ball to Marins. Bounce past Marins, looks for Schumacher. Toughly guarded. Marins over to Thomas. Gets the ball picked, gets poked again. 4 seconds, 3, 2, 1. And that'll do it. So the A game tonight, final score, Rams 42, Cougars 11. Tough game for the Cougars, just being shut down all night long. And Rams doing a great job on transition and scoring those points. So appreciate you guys listening to the broadcast tonight. Lady Cougars will be back as we play Thomas Jefferson on Thursday night.